Alright guys, so today I'm gonna go ahead and install the brake booster delete kit. It comes with the front brake lines, so I'm gonna go ahead and install that. First I'm gonna just show you guys how the valve cover came out. I think it came out pretty good, besides it having a few dents. I didn't know it had any dents until I actually painted it, but oh well. There's another dent right there, and there's a little bit of dirt too because I did paint it outside, so that's bound to happen. But yeah, I think it came out pretty good for a rattle can paint job. But let's just go ahead and start the install. I'm gonna just go ahead and mount these two together and then I'll pick the camera back up. Alright, well I got it on, but I think I'm gonna have to take the reservoir off because I don't think I could tie in the top wood. Alright, well I got it off, so I'm gonna just go ahead and tie in this one real quick and then I'm gonna just put the reservoir back on. Good to know that it has an O-ring though. Alright, so I got it all bolted down, so now I'm gonna just go ahead and put the reservoir back on. So now I'm gonna just tie in the clamp and we should be ready to install it. That should be good. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and install it. Alright, well I just remembered that I don't have a pin that goes in here, so I'm gonna just go ahead and look for a bolt and a nut and hopefully it fits. I found a 12mm, so that fits perfectly. So now I'm gonna just go ahead and install it. Well, now I'm gonna go inside the car and start putting the nuts on and tightening them. Forgot that I had to take out the bumpers out first. Also, if when you guys have the little plates that cover this, let me know, cause I'll buy it off of you. Alright, so they came through and I'm just gonna try and put the washer and the nut on it, but hopefully I don't push them back out. Very carefully. Alright, we're good. And now I just gotta tighten it with the ratchet and then just repeat to all the other three. I forgot to get the bolt and the nut for the other part. And the top bolts keep getting pushed out. So I think I'm gonna just go ahead and put some tape on here and hopefully that'll work. Alright, so I got some electrical tape and I just went ahead and put a little piece on both sides on the top and hopefully they don't get pushed out anymore. I'm pretty sure you guys could relate when you guys have to do this or anything under the dash. Alright, so now I'm gonna just go ahead and try putting the nut on it. See if this works. I'm too fucking fat for this. See if I can even put the washer on now. Alright, so the washer is on. Come on. I got it. So now you guys know what to do if you guys are alone and trying to install a brake booster delete. So I went ahead and turned the flash on, and as you can see, this black, I don't know what it's called, I'm gonna just call it a bracket. This is too forward, so if I want to make it go more back, don't trip out. You don't have to take the whole thing out. You could just do this, watch. You just push down, turn, and it comes out. So now you can adjust it to wherever you want. And I need it to go more back, so I'm gonna give it a few spins and do the same thing to put it back in. So you just push down, turn, and there you go. So I think that's perfect. So yeah, that's how you adjust it, and same thing goes for the clutch. Alright, so I'm gonna just go ahead and tighten it and this should be done. And I put a washer between the bracket because the bracket was bending a little bit and I don't want it to crack, so that's why I did that. I also went and tightened this as well. So all this is done, so now let's move on to the front brake lines. Alright, well, before I put the lines on, I'm gonna go ahead and put this T-fitting, and I am gonna put Teflon on all 3 sides just to be safe. Go ahead and put Teflon already. I don't know if you're supposed to tighten this by hand or how you're supposed to even tighten it. I don't want to go too much. Hopefully that's enough. If not, then I'll find out once it starts leaking. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start putting the brake lines on now. And I don't know if I mentioned it in the beginning of the video, but I am putting a staging brake on here. And I am gonna make some brake lines for the rear. They're both tying down, and now I'm gonna just figure out how I'm gonna route them. Alright, so I took the brake lines off, and I did manage to get one more spin around it. So now I'm gonna put Teflon back on, and then I'll put the brake lines back on as well. Alright, you guys, well, I got the lines back on, and I went ahead and I put a grommet on right here. I'm assuming it's the top one. If not, then I'll just switch it. First, I'm gonna just go ahead and jack up the car. Alright, got the car jacked up, and let's see where I can fit it through. And it seems like it's gonna be this one. And for the other side, like this, and we're good. Well, it looks like I am gonna have to put it through the bottom one, because it does fit good right here in the top one, but the line is gonna be a little bit bent, because as soon as I put it right here, the line's gonna be hitting. So use the bottom one, not the top one. Alright, so I went ahead and I switched the grommets already. Let's see how it looks. Does it look better? Just pretend that it is mounted already. And well, yeah, that is better, because I'm pretty sure once it's on, it'll stay something like this. So bottom one, not the top one. Just feed the line under behind the subframe. Alright, well, running it behind the subframe didn't work because the whole thing is opened, so everything just popped out. So I'm gonna just try a different route. I'm gonna just go under the motor mount and run it along against the steering rack, maybe. Let's see. I want to see how that looks. That didn't work out either because the line's not even that long enough. So I think I'm gonna just have to let it sit right here on top, because the headers are gonna be right here, so I can't have it this way because it's gonna be a little too close to the headers. Also because the line is not long enough. So I'm gonna just have to run it this way. See how it looks like under here. I don't like how much of a bend this is, so I'm gonna just try putting it through here. See how that looks. See, yep, that's way better. So again, for the passenger side, you're gonna want to use the top one, not the bottom one. And for these, you guys, the car came with these. They're just eBay lowering springs, and I'm not gonna be using those. I have coilovers, but I'm not gonna be installing them until the car is fully done. Alright, well, sadly the line is gonna have to run like this. I don't like it, but the line isn't long enough for me to do any other route. I wish it was long enough and I would just make like a hole or something right here, run it through the inside and make another hole over there, and then just make it come out. That would look way cleaner, but the line isn't long enough, so it's gonna have to stay like this. I'll just go ahead and start mounting these fittings on both sides, and then I'll finish connecting the lines. I went ahead and put Teflon on both sides, so now I'm gonna just go ahead, install it, and then just tighten it. That's on, and all I gotta do is just go ahead and put the line on, tighten it, and do the same thing to the other side. Got it all tightened down, but I forgot to put the grommet, but I just went ahead, cut it, and that should be good enough just to put the grommet on. There we go. Now let's go to the other side. Alright guys, well same thing, just put Teflon on both sides. Alright, that's tight. Just go ahead and put the line on. Dropped you guys. Alright, so that's tight. Well, I got everything tightened down, and I just want to say that this looks pretty ugly. I don't like how that's routed. If any of you guys know a different way to route it, let me know in the comments. But I think in the future I'm gonna just get a way longer line and just run it through the inside and do it like how I showed you guys. Like I would take it out from over there, run it up, and just feed it through that hole, and we're done. But that's gonna be for the future. If any of you guys know how to route it, let me know, because I already tried running it through under the motor mount and it doesn't look good, and this way. So as of right now, that's the only two ways I could think of to route it until I get a longer line. Alright, and before I end the video, I'm gonna just put some silicone or toothpaste right here just to make sure that the dent is big enough so the valve cover doesn't hit the hood. And if I do end up seeing some silicone right here, then that means it is hitting or it is very close. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick, and if there is any silicone, then I'm gonna just make the dent a little bit bigger, because I don't want the new valve cover to get all messed up. So I'm gonna just go ahead. Oh shit. Oh well. I just gotta open it again. Is there silicone? And there is not. So we're good. Well, that's gonna be the end of this video. So let me know in the comments if you guys know how to route that line. So subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.